So sister, were the children of Israel having a jolly time back in Egypt? What do you say? They weren't having a good time. That's why God could hear their cry. So the reason why they were crying, because things was very difficult for them, right? So God said to them that if they don't keep the commandment, he would have bring them back into that place. So what were the condition back then? They were what? What would I say they were to the Egyptians?
Slaves.
They were slaves. So now read it, hear the scripture now, read it for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. Not one ship. Ships with plural. It would be fleets of ships. Making ship back and forth, transporting God's children. That's what happened to my forefathers, your foremothers, your forefathers. Right? Read on.
By the way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again.
So we will say over here is Egypt. Would you not say? Let's get what the word Egypt means. Give me that in give me that. Deuteronomy 20, verse 2 or Exodus.
Exodus 2.
Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
People, God is telling you plain and straight that he is your God.
Right.
This is something we're reading in the Bible. We never take time out to pay attention to what we're reading.
Right.
When we hear on the Lord thy God, what does the word thy mean? Thy child, thy father.
Right.
He's letting you know specifically that he is yours.
Right.
So God is telling the people of Port Antonio that he is your God. And he delivered you out of Egypt. Right? Read on.
Out of the house of bondage.
Another word for bondage is what? Slavery. Why haven't you heard these things when you go to church? It was the spiritual slavery. It was the spiritual Egypt. It was physical.
That's right.
The whip that to get up on your back was spiritual. It was physical.
That's right.
The lynching was spiritual. It was physical.
Right.
So God said he was going to bring you back into that condition physically. With what?
With ships.
With ships. That's what we got here. Is it not, sister? That's what we got here. That's what we got to Port Antonio. You understand? Come on.
By the way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again.
Come on.
And
There now is the place that you will be brought in Egypt. For example, Jamaica. What would happen to us once we got to Jamaica? Let me ask something. When we got a slave ship, did they put us not on the action block? Where's my brother? Did they not put us on action block? They don't put us on action block? They didn't bid for us? So, okay, so the brother say, you don't know. Okay, my father. Yeah, my uncle. Uncle, come along. Hey. Hey, sir. Can I ask you a question, sir? Why not? Why not? We're supposed to get talk. So God said that he bring us into what we did again?
and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So we are the one. You tell me, when you read the Bible, have you ever read where the children of Israel went as a collective people back into the landmass that they were delivered by Moses, by ship? Have you read it in the Bible? No. So it wasn't talking about that physical landmass, it was talking about the condition that you were brought back in. And God said we've got it by ship. And so when you get there, he said, and there ye, he the meaning talk about you, the Israelites, will be what?
By the way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again. And there he shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
We shall be sold. The action block that they put you up on and they bid for you. They sell it for, I have a nigga you're going for $25, a 55, a 65. Can I get a 85? Can I get a 95? Sold to Brooks, sold to Charles, sold to Brown, sold to Dixon. That is our history. We're reading it from the Bible.
Right.
The word of God. So how can you hear these messages and not hearken people? God ain't playing with his children. The fact that he said it would happen and it happened means that our God ain't a God to play with.
Right.
So why are we playing games? Come on.
Unto your enemies.
We were sold to who?
Our enemies.
The people that would have buy us will be our enemies. Who bought us in slavery, sister? Who bought us? Hold back. Wait, want to miss it with the father. Give it. Hold up. Hold up high. These men are the ones who create all your doctrines. Turn around. Are not these people brought us in slavery? The man who owned Baptist religion was created in 1608. They hold us in slavery. Mormons, 1830, they hold us in slavery. And you have Adventists that many of us claim to say is the doctrine of God. They too buy us in slavery. They are Jehovah's Witness. They too have us in slavery. You gotta realize that the people who found these churches don't even look like us. They are the one who hold us in slavery. God says that they are our enemies.
That's right.
We're reading the Bible. Put it down. We're talking Bible now. God said that they are our enemies. You may want to love them, but that doesn't change the fact that God said that they're your enemies. It's just that you're loving your enemies. Read that for me.
And there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
Come on.
For bondmen.
We were sold as slaves men. Come on.
And bondwomen.
And we were sold as slave women. Come on.
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall what?
Buy you.
No man has buy us. The word buy means redeem or save. Who did we redeem us from slavery? Who? Do anybody know? Who redeemed the black man, the black woman from slavery? Hey, my brother. Can I ask a question, brother? Who redeemed us from slavery, brother? I don't ask for a thumbs up. I ask a question. Who redeemed us from slavery? Jamaica is a plantation. We're still on the plantation up to today. We only multiply on it. We never left. We've been on it so long till we call Jamaica yard. We call Jamaica home. When it is a place of servitude. Right? Don't give me verse 40. Give me verse 48 now. Start verse 47.
Deuteronomy chapter 28. Verse 47.
Bear in mind, we say that we are the children of Israel and we're proving it that we are. Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
With what?
With joyfulness.
People of Port Antonio, do you love to serve God? Hi sisters, y'all love to serve God? What do you say? You love to serve God, sister? How sis? Would you say the same thing to auntie? You love to serve God? You serve him already. That means you tap now. You tap now. You're still serving him. How do you serve somebody? So, how do you serve? To serve God, that means you have to present what God asks you for, correct? Correct, sister? So, what are the things that God asks you for that you say you serve God? What did he ask you for? That time I can say, yes, I give God what he asked you for. You know anything that he asked you for? So if we don't know the thing that God asks us for, how can we say we serve God? Sister, would you say that you serve God, sister? Would you say? Let me ask you something, sister. What is that God asks you for that you can say, yes, I've done that, so I know I'm serving God? This is the thing about it. If you don't know what God requires of you, how are you going to give it to him?
Madness.
What does the Lord that God require of you? Let's get back to Deuteronomy chapter 10 and you know what I want? What does God require? When you go to the restaurant, and when you require from the waitress bring to you, correct?
Right.
And when you ask the waitress for it, the waitress bring forth.
Right.
If the waitress bring for anything else, a problem that we cannot have to ask for. So what is it that God requires of you that you say you have presented to him? Read that for me.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
Come on.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does God want you to present to him? What does God want you to present to him? You are saying you are serving God, but at the same time you don't know what God wants from you. Do you know what God wants from you, my brother? You know? If you don't know, you see, brother, one of the best things to be truthful. He said, I don't know. I thought I know, but I realized that I don't know what God wants.
Right.
That could be the best answer you could ever give. More than say, yes, I want the question as you don't know what God wants. You understand what I'm saying? So now what is it? What God requires of us? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Do we fear God? Why do you think the first thing here you want to do fear it? So the reason why you do what him said because you fear him punish you, right? That right? The reason why God said he wants us to fear him is not because of the good thing that he will do for us. That's not why he wants us to fear him. He wants us to fear him so that he don't have to bring his wrath upon us. That's why I said, what did he want from you? Fear him. Many of us say we fear God, but we don't know what horror God can bring upon us. That's why we don't do what God says. Let me ask something, sister. What horror can God bring upon you that make you want to fear him? What can he do that can harm you that make you want to fear him? What? God not know if he harm you. Really? Let me ask something, sister. Hold on, sister. What is the wages of sin? So, will that harm you? Huh? Alright, what's it, sister? You said that God wouldn't bring anything harm to harm you. If we don't kill the commandment, come on to Deuteronomy 28 and read 15 again. Let me share something. Is curse a good thing, sister? Curse. Is curse good? Hear what God said. You said God wouldn't do nothing to harm you, right? Read it for me.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Oh, this thing's gonna happen, come on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these what?
Curses.
Curse a good thing, sister. Come on.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That's what God said. So when it says God would not do anything to harm you, if you don't keep the commandment, you will be harmed. You understand what I'm saying? So do you know any commandment, sister? Do you know any commandment? Give me a commandment that you know. Give one. Thou shalt what? Thou shalt not kill. What else? Okay, so what is it, sister? We familiar with that. That's why some of us restrain ourselves from killing each other. That's why some of us refrain from stealing each other's things. But what is now? Give me the Deuteronomy 20:25. Let me show you something, sister. Many of us say we serve God, but we don't know what God requires. God said what he requires from us is for us to fear him and keep his commandment. Let's show you the commandment God says.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
If you say you serve God, what clothing do you know men wear? Man wear what? No. What clothing women wear? Check. So now when I look around you, do you see women wearing pants? So pretty much, if you say you're serving God and you're wearing pants, you are lying. You understand? So if you're wearing pants as a woman and say you're serving God, you are lying. You understand what I'm saying? Because what God requires, that's what you have to give God. So God required this from the woman. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 5. Don't last time, we're going to come back to it. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9. So this is all we want all people to know what God wants. God needs things from you. That's why he made you in the first place. God don't make you just run around and just do whatever you want to do. And also God run things. God run things in this state and in order. For things to go in this state and in order, there must be rules and regulations set up. Just like how you have stoplights set around the place that people don't crash each other. The reason why those are set up is to prevent that. You understand? So now, read up for me.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9.
Read.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What does God require from the black woman?
Modest apparel.
God required the black woman, the Israelite woman, to just modesty. That's what God required. If you say you're serving God, then present that to God. Present modesty to God. You have a question, my brother? Okay. So, brother, do you know you're talking about according to the Bible? Do you know what's your nationality, my brother? Let me ask you, what's your nationality? I can't hear you. Come here, man. Because the mic I download everything we say. You don't know? Okay, what's your father? You go by your father. You don't know or no? Okay, we're gonna bring out some scriptures. All right? Did your four parents came to Jamaica by slave ship? Huh? So them said your four parents were brought here by slave ship. All right. So what we're gonna show you in the Bible are those people that were transported to Jamaica by slave ship are the biblical Israelites. All right. And the reason why that happened is because they were rebellious against God. The same way as you see the children of theirs today are. Because, believe it or not, we are a very rebellious people. Very rebellious. And that's why we suffer. All of it. All of it suffer. Because all of it went out from God. Now because you can't find food, that don't mean that you can't find food today. That means that we good as a people. We're not good as a people. Look where our brothers now wear all their dress. Look where the pants at. These are curses upon the earth. These are curses. Just they're coming from the bathroom. I don't understand how a man should wear his pants below his butt and think that's cool. It's not cool. God said likewise. He was talking to the men that they should just modestly pull their pants up at your waist, brothers. Right. Nobody gonna take you serious if you walk into a job. If you walk in for a job and the person who's gonna interview you saw that you have your pants at your butt, you already failed. You already failed. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be doing that to yourself in public and think it's a good thing. God said likewise, it wasn't just in the men first that they must pull their pants up, just modesty. And he said likewise the women must just modesty. Which means that what? The women exposing too much of their body part to the public. Yeah, the problem is this, you know, brother. I'm going to share something. You see the problem with that? You see the reason why our sisters are naked out here in the public? Who do you think we must blame, brother? Big bro. Brother, who do you think we must blame? Who do you think we must blame for all our sister Atone said today? Who must be blamed for that? Eh? We the men. We the men must be blamed. You know why? Because who do you think is their head? Let's get that in 1 Corinthians. Who do you think is the head of the woman? Men! So if the men now see the woman come out naked and commend her and her nakedness, what do you think she will go tell her sister themselves? At least the men them love to see. So let's go out there looking like that. But if the first man say, hey, go, put on some clothes, and correct her, she will say, yo, don't go like that because the man don't like some naked so. You understand? But we commend the sister for being naked. We commend them. We say, boy, sis, baby, look sexy. Cha-cha. And we commend because our lust is now leading us. Give me the scripture for me.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
You see the head of two men, you Israelite men, Christ the Son of God is your head. Right. Come on.
And the head of the woman.
The head of who?
The woman.
The head of the woman. Come on.
Is the man.
That's why she take your last name. She left from her father's name to your name. She will always have a head, but when she don't have a head, problem happen. She needs guidance. Y'all don't know that God set up order. God set order. So when you men sit back in the background like oxen and make the woman a lead. How can they make the tail lead the head? That's problem. Right. It is you God call. You are the one who God set up. Just like how God set up Adam over Eve. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot commend the sisters when they come out here looking provocative, exposing too much of their body parts. Tell them to come up because guess what happened? East Indian women going into an East Indian store looking half naked. Have you seen that? Have you ever seen a Chinese woman looking half naked here in Jamaica? Have you ever seen that? So why is it that we are looking so provocative whenever we go? The children of Israel, God's daughter, is naked. And God's son don't see nothing wrong with that. You are the sons of God. Y'all don't see nothing wrong. And just because she load up her mouth upon you, you know what happened? You humble down. Where's your balls, man? Give me God say, who rise up for me? I guess work up iniquity. Give me that. Read the scripture so far.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me?
What does God say?
Who will rise up for me?
God wants you men to rise up. God is asking you Israelite men. God is calling you Israelite men. All of you who can hear my voice. God is asking you, will you rise up? Will you rise up for him? Read on.
Against the evildoers.
Against the what?
Evildoers.
Against the evildoers. The people are not keeping the commandments. You understand? If I could die for a good cause, more than live like this. Read for me.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23 verse 27. Also, on the 10th day of the 7th month.
We are in the 7th month, sister.
7th month.
Right? The 10th day. Read on.
There shall be an atonement.
So this day is the 10th day. There shall be what?
A day of atonement.
A day of atonement. Do you know what you'll be atoning for, sis? You'll be atoning. Okay, we're going to show you. Read on.
It shall be an holy convocation unto you.
So the day of atonement, there are all the sins that our people have committed. The sin that you committed from a child up to now. Right? The day of atonement is there for that. And guess what happens, sister? A time like this is a day that we should not miss out. To get a chance to atone for the sins that you have committed. To start a clean slate with the Most High God. That's an opportunity you should not miss. You understand? In this day, you're supposed to be fasting. Just read it.
And he shall afflict your soul.
You shall what?
Afflict your soul.
You shall afflict your soul. Right? To afflict your soul is like, you love food, sister? You're going to have to put that aside. You understand? The thing that you delight in, put it aside. Sex, put these things aside. The thing that you love so much, put them aside. You're afflicting your soul. You're only by the thing that your soul desire. Right? Come on.
And he shall do no work.
You shall what?
Do no work.
Shouldn't be working on a day like today. Come on.
In that same day. For it is a day of atonement.
A day of what?
Atonement.
A day when you atone for the sin you have done against God. Come on.
To make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
You understand, sister? So that's what today is. Right? A day of atonement. All Israelites.
Nation is men leading by example.